Okay guys, so we're going to quickly do the homework that I set you last night. You've just walked out of the room, so I'm going to do it straight away while it's fresh in memory. So the first thing we want to do here is evaluate the first few terms when the general term is 6n squared, n squared plus 6n plus 10. Look, there's two questions here, so I'm actually going to use f of x and g of x. So basically, generally speaking, your calculator will be in compute mode like this. So you'll go into mode 3 and hit return, or go straight in there by hitting that. Okay, so I'm going to put this as f of x, but use x. So alpha x has to be squared plus 6x plus 10. And rather than skip over g of x, I'll use that for this one. So alpha x squared, don't forget squared, minus 4 alpha x minus 1. Okay, and evaluate both of them from 1 to 5. We can ignore the fifth. Okay. So to give myself a chance, I'll push that off screen now, and I'll write down 17, 26. It's good to go through the numbers themselves and individualize them here term by term. It's just less error prone. And 50. That's my first four terms for the first sequence. Things are going to look a bit messier here. That'll be minus 4, minus 5, back to minus 4, back to minus 1. And I just want to explain that in a parabola, you can get this sort of behavior where numbers repeat, like this. So it's not surprising that this is happening. Okay, whereas this one, it's part of the rising. It's not part of the dropping part, it's just part of the rising part, so that's that behavior there. Okay, just want to clean run at this, so I'll go way up to the top of my page. 17, 26, 37, 50. 26 subtract 17 is 9. 37 subtract 26 is 11. 50 subtract 37 is 30. Second difference is 2, and our conclusion here is yes, this is quadratic. And if you're asked for your justification in the exam, you say second difference is common, therefore quadratic, which implies it's quadratic. It's a quadratic sequence, which means it can follow an squared plus bn plus c. But better than that, half of that 2 is 1, so we know it's n squared, 1n squared plus bn plus c. Now we're going after the c. We're getting the c from working backwards into that constant that would go there. Term 0, in other words. Well, it's a bit more complicated than the linear case, because now we got to put a 7 here. 17 take away 7 is 10. Okay? So now our knowledge is that we have this. Okay, not only that, but we can drop 1 in for n, meaning I can go 1 and b, and 10 is 17. That's 11, is it? Did I do that right? 17, okay, that's 11, that's 17. 11 away from 17 is 6. Okay, and I have n squared plus 6n plus 10, and rather than have to go to the back of the book, I can push the AC button and see it again, and it's x squared plus 6x plus 10. Okay, now we take these numbers here, I just cue them up again at the top of the page. Minus 4, minus 5, minus 4, minus 1. I have to be awful careful here. That's drop. So if I subtract, Well, I better do it right. Minus 5, let's do minus 5 minus minus 4 is minus 5 plus 4. Or on the calculator, I can literally type it like that, you know. You can do that, and you just say let the calculator figure out all those rules. It's minus 1. That's not an issue in its own right. It's only when we get to the second difference that we need to be careful. Okay, now we're getting 1. Now we're getting 3. 1 subtract that is 2. 3 subtract 1 is 2. This leads to 1n squared. 3 drop by 1, drop by 2, drop by 2, or decrease by 2, decrease by 2. Minus 4 minus 4 plus 3 minus 1. We go to textbook, question 6, 4, 7, and I'll do this at full speed. I don't need that last number. 3, yeah, it's okay. 5, 7, 2, 2, n squared. Okay, 7, 5, 3, 1, 4, take 1 is 3, plus 3. 3 and 1 is 4. Better be careful here. Always put that in anything, because you see what can happen if I don't put it in a square, then I can end up thinking it was the first term. So this plus b, sorry, 1 plus b plus 3 equals 4. B is 0. Okay, so b is 0, so the answer is n squared plus 3. Question 6. Going to question 7 now. Question 7 has 7, 10, 15, 22, 3, 5, 7, 1. That'll be in a circle. 2 and 2, n squared plus 7 take 1 is 6, 6, 1 and 6 is 7, 7 away from 7, that's the answer, n squared plus 6. Part 2. 2, 7, 14, 23, 5, 7, 9, 2, 2, 1 n squared. 9, 7, 5, 3, minus 1. 1 plus b minus 1 equals 2. B equals 2. N squared plus 2 minus 1. Question 7, part 2. Question 7, part 3. Okay, that's the end of your homework. See you in the next one.